Hey guys, Ray from loveyourrv.com. Well, I hope you enjoyed that series of videos from Death Valley. It was really nice to produce them and put them out. Lots of beauty and stuff there. But anyway, it's time to get back to some product reviews, some gadgets for the RV. And I'm going to do a little series of products from a company called etrailer.com. They contacted me a while ago and offered to see if I'd like to review any products on their website. And being that I got the truck last year, I had some definite needs. So the Big Blue was a pretty stripped down version. It didn't come with a lot of stuff attached to it. I just couldn't afford it at the time to get the decked out version. I just got sort of the tradesman version. So I needed quite a bit of stuff. So they offered to send out some items. I get them for free in exchange for reviewing them. I had no qualms of going with the eTrailer, partnering with them that way, because I've done some business with them in the past. I remember when the big Cougars landing jacks failed, I had to get them. I was way out in the middle of nowhere, and I got them on etrailer.com and shipped out by UPS and was quite happy with them. And I've heard pretty good things about them. Anyway, enough of that spiel. What we're going to do today is install some new Mudflaps. So they gave me a choice. I could go on their site and pick what I really desired as far as the products. And I've heard good things about WeatherTech products, so I got WeatherTech Mudflaps, and I got floor mats, visors, and a fourth product I got was a tailgate assist. So I think I'll split it into a video for each product. We'll start with these Mudflaps. Now I did early on just went and got some cheap ones at Canadian Tire just so that I had something on the back here and didn't ruin the trailer shooting rocks at it. But I never did get the front mud flaps, and I've kind of regretted not getting anything on the front, because every time I go through a lot of mud and debris, I end up shooting things all on the side of the rig. And also I'm starting to get a little bit of rock chips and stuff on the paint, so it'd be nice to get some front mud flaps. Also, when I go through heavy water, when water's pooling on the highway or puddles, it tends to shoot right at this running board and makes an awful racket as you're driving through. Reason I didn't get a mud flap for the front right away is the ram here kind of had an odd shape to it. They had this weird indented channel. And most universal mud flaps you buy don't really fit against it well. So that was one reason to go with the WeatherTech. Just show you here. The back one's pretty easy because it's flat. But I still had to kind of drill a hole and put a screw in to get it to work out. Whereas these are designed specifically for the rig, so there's really no drilling, mounts in minutes. Another reason I chose it was made in the USA, which is usually a good thing, and it's designed exactly to fit the Ram model, so it's molded. I think that's the rear one. The front one, yeah, the front one had, that's the rear. We'll pull them apart, let's have a look at them. Okay, nicely packaged, got lots of instructions, comes with hardware for each different mud flap, from front and rear a little different. This looks like you got a Torx bit in there and different size shims. Some more substantial hardware in that one. And also says I need a 1/4 inch ratchet and socket set, Phillips screwdriver, stubby preferred, so just happen to have that, of course, stubby, and 1/4 inch socket set and driver. That's a really handy thing to have around the RV, just because to get into tight places it's a lot smaller than the big set. Okay, so that's what they look like. So I like them because they're nicely molded, so they'll look really good on the truck. They call this a thermoplastic resin, so it's like a combo between a plastic and a rubber. I'll start with the back, get these old ones off. I think I'm going to reuse those and probably put them behind the back wheel of the fifth wheel. Keep dirt and debris and stuff from slamming into the stairs. That's always a problem when I'm off-grid boondocking. It tends to, if I go through a big puddle, just gets the stairs all dirty. So one thing they say to do is to put on this protective piece of film on the fender here, and I guess that protects the paint from the mud flaps. So it's kind of a little procedure here. First I have to take some isopropyl alcohol, it said 70%. Just make sure that area is really clean so the thing can stick. And they wanted me to make a soapy solution, spray it on, get my fingers wet with it too, and then peel this off. There's a left side and a right side. It's got an adhesive to it. If we can get her, there we go. Then it says to spray the soapy solution on that. Work it in, wet your fingers, and then apply it to the fender just about where the flap is going to be. Just see where it's going to sit there. It looks pretty good. No bubbles. So we'll let that dry, and then I can screw on the new mud flap. There we go. Back mud flaps in place. Pretty strong. I noticed when I took off this one rear mud flap, it was all melted on the side. I guess when I get it going on the highway, it was blowing up and coming in contact with the exhaust pipe. And when the emissions is going through a regen phase, the exhaust can get really hot. So these will be a little bit better. There's more clearance. Yeah, they're not going to move at all. Okay, let's do the front. So the front's going to be really easy too. I don't know what all the extra hardware is about. I guess that's for different models, but I'm going to be able to just reuse the existing screws with I think it's 5/16 heads on it, and screw it on. Really the hardest part and finickiest part about this is getting this film on. And you mess around, you got to use the isopropyl alcohol to clean the surface, and then use soap. Now, I think the idea of the soap solution is just so you can move it around and you can adjust it so you can get it just right. It's got to sit between your paint job and the mud flap, so it is kind of finicky. I guess if they gave you just a sticker and you stuck it the first time and you were wrong, you'd be peeling it off. So that's the only kind of finicky part of this, but it's not too bad. If you did it a lot, it'd be easy, but you know, the first time things are always a little awkward. Easy peasy, all installed. Maybe half an hour. Looks pretty good. Check out the front here. I think that's going to really help, especially with the rocks. Like I say, I was getting some chips down around the running boards there, and hopefully that'll stop the big noise. Cool. So blue's looking a little better, really sporty now. So thanks to etrailer again for sending these items for me to review. I'll be putting links to their site in my description and my blog posts. And tomorrow I'm going to install this tailgate assist. It's called the DZ. And when I first got the truck, I must have had a dozen people say you need to get this item. So we'll get that installed in the next video. Till next time, Ray from loveyourrv.com. Cheers, everyone.